Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the Niqabi Diaries. I have here with me Sister Maria.
Yeah, Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So, Sister Maria, Sister Mashallah, this is a little bit different from other interviews because Sister Maria, she doesn't actually wear the niqab, but she has tried it out. So she wants to give her perspective and like how, just a little bit about her experience of wearing the niqab. So can you tell us like a little bit about yourself?
Yes, so basically I'm a revert about 3 years now, so alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I took my shahada in March of 2016, and alhamdulillah, shortly after I started wearing hijab, and yeah, I've just been, learning about the deen and, being a part of the Muslim community in Toronto. And then I got married and I moved here to the UK, alhamdulillah. And I'm just, raising my family and, just a stranger in this dunya, just, trying to learn as much as I can. And
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. So, can you just tell us a little bit about your experience wearing the niqab? When did you try it out, and how did you find it in general?
Yes, so I went to Hajj this year past. Actually, no, I went to Hajj. This last Hajj, and there I decided to wear a niqab, and it started actually just a couple of days of being there, and I just felt a bit distracted when not wearing a niqab, because in that environment, you know, most sisters they do wear the niqab, and just generally it keeps them from the stairs and the.
But generally, just to make a little clarification on the Hajj itself, or when you're doing the tawaf, you're not allowed to wear the niqab there. You're not allowed to cover your face during that time, isn't it?
That's correct.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
So I would wear the niqab, going to the masjid, or whenever I went out, I'd wear the niqab. And it was such a beautiful experience. I felt comfortable, I felt secure, and I didn't feel distracted. I was just there to just, go there for Hajj and just focus and, as protecting myself, because there'd be times where I'd walk to places on my own or with a few sisters. And when there's a lot of people in one space, it just kind of camouflages you in a way where you could just focus, do what you're doing. Yeah.
Okay, mashallah. So since then, have you tried to wear it again in the UK? And if so, like, or not, so why not?
Good question. So I haven't, and I guess, subhanallah, I was thinking about this, when I had to go back to the UK after Hajj. I was like, right, what am I going to do now? I'm so comfortable in it. And I just feel like I'm not worrying about, the materialistic aspect of getting dressed. I'm just really I feel like I've gotten closer to Allah. I'm just focused. How will I be able to do this in the UK? Because obviously, just there are risks. Like I was thinking this for myself. And it's like these little whispers of like, oh, well, then what if you go out and you're on your own with your children and you get, spoken to about it? And I just didn't want. I was just thinking, oh, maybe I won't wear it because I just want to avoid any confrontation. And knowing me, I'm pretty a bit feisty, so I don't know how I would deal with that.
Okay,
But it is something that I was thinking about, maybe trying once, one time in the UK to see what it's like. Maybe if I go to like lectures or the masjid or just like where there's a community of Muslims first.
Yeah.
And then I can see how that feels when I'm from home and then getting to that place of wearing it. Because it was the same thing that I did when I transitioned to the hijab.
Okay.
Right? I told myself, I remember it was June 2016. I said, right, this whole week I'm gonna wear hijab. You know, and I remember, you know, I put it on and my kids are like, oh, what are you wearing, Mom? You know? I said, yeah, I'm just gonna try it out, guys. And by the end of the week, the Friday, I didn't want to take it off.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. So, you know, inshallah, you know,
Inshallah.
if you know, I get the courage to try it on again, you know, I
Inshallah.
pray that Allah, you know, helps me with that.
Alhamdulillah, inshallah.
Yeah.
So, what about your husband? What does he think about it?
Yeah, my husband, alhamdulillah, he's very supportive. We've always had this discussion about niqab. I've always told him that, you know, I am interested in it, even before Hajj. And he said, you know, no matter what, I'll support you, you know.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
So, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, because I've you know spoken with a few sisters, and often sometimes like when they do want to wear the niqab, their husband is like, oh no, I don't want you wearing that.
Yeah.
And usually it's to do with, a lot of the time it's to do with the safety issue, because they believe that obviously like maybe they're putting their wives at risk, like, you know, there's more risk for Islamophobia and these kind of things.
Yes.
So sometimes this is like one of the things that scares the husbands into like thinking, oh well, if my wife's going out, you know, what if something happens because she's got the niqab on?
Yeah.
These kind of things.
And just to add on to that, the thing is that also like there's many niqabis here in Newcastle, mashallah, and even in the schools that I send my kids to, and you know, I observe them, and you know, people don't really, you know, it's not a big deal, you know. Everybody, they speak to them, they're just regular, you know. It's non-Muslims. I don't see anybody. I haven't seen it yet where they're awkward with them. They're speaking with them. They're speaking with the children, and it's fine.
Yeah, it's generally a positive experience.
It's generally a positive experience. So I just think, for me personally, I think it's more of just, you know, whispers of just, you know.
Yes, it's when you're trying something new and you're doing something to change in anything. I think there's always this element of, you know, just fear of the unknown, or just fear to take that step to do something different.
Exactly.
Because I remember like when I first started wearing it, it was the same kind of thing. You know, I wanted to wear it for a long time. And it's just like when you start doing something different, you think about, oh, what are people going to say? Just like similar to when you started wearing the hijab as well. It's just like that. Because it's something different, and you know, people are going to look at you and they're going to think, oh, what's she doing?
Yeah.
Basically, why is she doing this now? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. We have a little guest here as well, a side guest. Baby
Dave.
Yes, mashallah, she's obviously making a little bit of extra noise here, but alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair, sister, for giving us your time, and mashallah, very nice insights onto like your opinions and feelings of wearing the niqab, your experience. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair.
Wa yakum.